Hey y'all, it's Natalie, and today I am playing along with this week's Becky Fleck sketch. You can see it right there on the top right, with a cherry on top. I have these two birthday photos of Lachlan, and I'm using the Cool Boy collection. Except for that background paper is just from my stash from a long time ago, but it matches perfectly with the Cool Boy collection. So I tried out a few different for the main square, but I went with the white because I knew I was going to add a lot of pattern from the 6x8 paper pad. And I have these pre-cut out cut files. So I knew that I had one in my stash that was already cut out that was pretty similar to the circles on the sketch. So I went and pulled that out, and I'm just going to use part of it. And now I'm looking for two papers for the two background circles. And I don't know, I'm just kind of like feeling in a creative rut this weekend a little bit. I wanted to scrap, but I couldn't really think of a good design. So I was like, oh, I want to use the sketch. And I love using a sketch and kind of trying to make it my own a little bit, like putting my own spin on it to make sure that it kind of like vibes with my normal style. So I was like, let's just do that. That'll be fun. So I pulled out one of the papers that kind of matches the background paper, and I'm going to use that to back those little circle cut files. And we were at Universal for his birthday, and we were going to go to this really cool steampunk restaurant and have like a special birthday meal that night. And then we just, I guess we're naive and we didn't think about how we needed reservations. So we got there and it was like, I don't even think they would let us put our name on the list. So anyway, we told him we'd make it up to him. We made a reservation later in the week, but we had to go find somewhere. So he does love a good hot dog. So we found like a little hot dog stand, and they had little stadium seats. So he sat in the one that said the number 8, and we had a good hot dog, and we were really tired, and we were about to have a really big day the next day anyway, so it worked out fine. And hey, I mean, he was in Universal on his birthday, right? What more could a kid ask for? I roughed up the edges of all of the papers and inked them up, and that's just one way that I could make this my style. I always kind of do that on almost all my layouts. Not all of them, but almost all of them. And so I also did that one in navy blue, kind of pop out the navy blue from the rest of the pattern papers, and it helps that really pop off of the page well. And then I inked up the other things with some lime green Distress Oxide. And another way is on the sketch, the two photos are very up and down, like very straight edged, and I'm gonna just kind of like make them a little wonky because that's just my style. So the title is going to be 8 Looks Great on You, and then it's in the Candy Apple, I think is the red name of the color. They're Doodlebug puffy outfits, alphabet soup, super cute. And the perfect size, and they come with a ton of different letters on the sheet, so I really appreciate that. I'll link those down below. I'll put all of the stuff with my affiliate link down below if you would like to go shopping, and a cherry on top. You have until March 6th to play along with this sketch, but never fear, there will be a new one up on Thursday. So if you don't get to play along with this one, you can play along with that one. And of course, you can always use this one as well. So now I've pulled out a bunch of the ephemera I have the journaling ephemera and the icon ephemera from the Cool Boy collection. And this is by Pebbles, by the way. So I picked a little like kind of subtitle, but I'm going to put it first, and it says, oh boy. And then I'm going to use Maneuver adhesive to help make sure that those Doodlebug alphas are going to stay forever. 8 looks great on you, with an exclamation. And there was like a cute little puffy heart on that sheet as well. So I do use the heart to fill in one of the circles on the cut file, because that was an element on the sketch. I don't have it up right now. It's about to come up soon. But, I thought that would be cute. And down at the bottom on the sketch under the right photo are little tiny, like a banner of tags. And so there were a bunch of tags in the Cool Boy collection. So I decided to use a few down there. I loved that the silver lightning bolt was a tag, because I don't know if you can tell right now, but he has a lightning bolt on his head because we were at Universal Studios and they had like little Harry Potter glasses. So before we left the room, he asked me to draw a lightning bolt on his forehead. So I'm just going to run my red twine through those banner pieces. And then the one that's like an award ribbon, I'm going to use some foam tape and pop that up, kind of setting it on top of the ribbon. And I just kind of mimic some of the colors that are in the other 2 pattern papers when I chose which tags to put down there. So on the sketch, you can see on the left, there's like a cute little bow of twine. So off screen, I do tie myself a bow. I just doubled up my twine and then I tied a bow, and I'm going to use that there in a moment. Let's see. A couple of times I thought about stitching, but I was kind of feeling lazy. I didn't feel like getting my machine out, mostly because I would have to change the thread. I didn't have the right color thread in there, and I was just like, oh, we're going to be lazy. But you know what? We also have a ton going on this page, so I don't think that it's lacking by missing the stitching. Sometimes I really think stitching adds a lot and isn't necessary, but like it would be missed. In this case, because I have all the twine, and all the bright colors and everything, I don't think it would be missed, so it's okay. So right now I have under the left photo, I have a little journaling spot, but I wanted to print off the journaling from the Instagram post that I made on his birthday, which I just kind of recap like where they are at that moment, like what they're into and stuff. So it ended up being too big for that. So I pick another tag, which really works because it's got blue on it, so it mimics that blue up in the top left, and it's a good juxtaposition. And then I stick down my journaling onto that, and I'll tuck it up under that left photo. You don't see this, but you'll see it in the final photo. Since I have 2 twines, one on the left there and the banners, and then I have the bow, I do add a little bit more twine up at the top above the die cut or the cut file, because I wanted a visual triangle. And so on the final shots, you'll see that there's another little squiggle of twine added up in there. So I'm just gonna use my Nuvo adhesive to stick that down as though it's coming through that little tag. I'm adding a few silver stars in some of the circles on that cut file. I thought about adding those red stars you can see in that box, but it wasn't working out. And then I just wanted to add like one more die cut up there, so I added the little, I forgot to rough up the edges to make it match the award one down at the bottom, so I'm roughing up the edges there. And I rough up the edges of the snow cone, and then I add it in the top. So there we have another kind of like visual triangle as well. So yeah, I had a lot of fun with this sketch. I'll link down below to the blog post where ACOT posted it. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for watching, y'all. Bye.